It's a tight start to the race with Hugger3 at the front, closely followed by Justjazik from Team S1 and Alpayostin Los Ilogs, not far behind. Let's see how this unfolds on the track. Hugger3, now leading after overtaking 13 cars. Justjazik closely follows after passing 14 cars to secure second place. Hugger3 makes a move to take over first place from Justjazik car. Mama Hasta now in power, surpassing El Paosd in Vizalogs. Etiona 1792, and Decadave advancing to P25, passing the Stone 149. Etione 1792, and Decadave battling with my Stone 149 for P25. Etione 1792, and Decadave racing a Dodge Charger Hemi 69 against my Stone 149's Dodge Charger Daytona 69. Dequarter Snake has advanced to 12th place, surpassing Neotexum and Electric Murray. Use John 7 and Seal 87 have climbed to 15th place, overtaking Snickle 515 and Polocostani. Legwason 1980 and Chieftain Axe have risen to 17th place, overtaking Feds. Kazashok and Maya advancing to P19 after overtaking Bobardo and Paradox Cytoste. Krish Zero making moves too, now in P27 by overtaking Rizaldi, Adha and Super Lacroix. Okeoki 3 and Sirarimbot have advanced to 29th place, passing Tekshinoski in the process. Herd 3 is maintaining a solid lead, with Justjazik close behind, while Mikimir is holding on to 3rd place as they round the corner. It's a close race with plenty of action unfolding on the track. Let's see how things play out as the competition heats up. Mistone 149 has advanced to the 25th position, surpassing Crescero in the process. Pilot 3, from Team Nafgun Kings and Justjazik are neck and neck, fighting for the top spot. Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix have made impressive strides to claim 26th place, surpassing Krish Zero. Now Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix are in a tight competition with Krish Zero for that position. Lacroixon 1980 and Chieftain Axe now sit in 17th place after overtaking Kazashuk and Maya Dat. Kazashuk and Maya have advanced to 17th place, surpassing Lacroixon 1980 and Chieftain Axe in the process. Fujistero in the Chevrolet Camaro Z 2869 and Finowski in the Plymouth Superbird 70 are currently locked in a tight battle for the 27th position. Let's see who comes out on top in this interesting matchup. Nicomer from Team Racing Potatoes is putting the pressure on Momahasta as they battle it out for the third position. Nicomer and Momahasta from Racing Potatoes are engaged in a fierce battle for the third position. Let's see who comes out on top in this exciting showdown. Gary, Zed, and Jasak 72 are making moves, now up to 8th place after overtaking Twix 560. Feds in the Plymouth Superbird 70 and Kazishuk in the Dodge Charger Daytona 69 are fiercely contesting the 16th position. Meanwhile, Crescero in the Chevrolet Camaro Z2869 is locked in a tight battle with Tukhshinovsky in the Plymouth Superbird 70 for the 27th spot. The competition is intense as they navigate the track. El Payo SD and Liziloaxt have made a great move, climbing up to 5th position by overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Pochley. Nicomer and Momahasta are locked in a tight battle for the third position. Yus John 7, Silite 7, and Feds are locked in a fierce battle for the 15th position. Hode 3 and Mikumir are neck and neck in a fierce battle for the second position. El Payo SD and Liziloaxt have made a strong move up to 4th place, overtaking Momahasta in an exciting battle. The trio is now fiercely contesting the 4th spot. Meanwhile, Yus John 7, Silite 7 and Feds are tightly battling it out for the 15th position on the track. Feds has advanced to 15th place, successfully passing Yus John 7 and Silite 7 in the process. Kishiro in the Chevrolet Camaro Z2869 is battling it out with Chauncey in the Plymouth Superbird 70 for the 27th position. Keep an eye on their moves as they navigate through the race. Mama Hasta now in 4th place after passing Ibia Steed and Laserluxt. Unziri Sky advances to 19th place, overtaking Bobardo and Paradox. Unziri Sky, Bobardo and Paradox are locked in a tight fight for 19th place. Unziri Sky in a Ferrari 250 GTO Bobardo, and Paradox in a Holden Torana, Aminix. Welcome back, Latex Sony. Glad to have you racing with us again. Let's see some fast cars today. Checkered flag automobile dashing away. Drinon and Nulkenboken are making a strong push, catching up to Bobardo and Paradox by reducing the gap by 10.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Mr. 149 has climbed to P24, successfully overtaking Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix Dr. DG. A tight duel is underway for P24 between Meister 149 in a Dodge Charger Daytona 69 and Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix in a Ferrari 250 GTO. Laquason 1980 and Chieftain-X have advanced to 17th place, surpassing Kazashuk and Maya in the process. Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix climbed to 24th place, overtaking Meister 149. Twix 560 has advanced to Pate, successfully passing Gary Z and Jasek 72 in the process. Dakota Snake has made a strong move up to 11th place, successfully passing Neo Texan and Electric Murray. Doski, Okayoki 3, and Sear Ironbot are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 26th position. One serious guy in the Ferrari 250 GTO is holding off A2 1792 and Decker Dave in the Dodge Charger Hemi 69 as they battle for 21st position. It's a close competition between these three drivers as they navigate the track. Mama Hasta, Ibiosti, and Lazilox are locked in a tight battle for the 4th position. Alpio SD, Lazilox Tamakaza 38, and Pocholi are fiercely contesting for the 5th position. Meanwhile, Twix 560 has made a significant move up to 9th place, successfully passing Cora Divina in the process. Siku 515 and Paulo Cossini are struggling, dropping to 20th place. Used John 7 and Seal 87 have advanced to 13th place, surpassing Feds. Feds has now climbed to 14th place, overtaking Laguna Seca 1980 and Chieftain X in the process. Snauco 515 and Paulo Costanin have advanced to 27th place, successfully passing Assetto 1792 and Decadave in the process. Pucko 3 and Mickey Mir are now neck and neck in a thrilling showdown for the third position. Feds, Laguna Seca 1980, and Chieftain X are fiercely contesting the 14th spot. Feds is behind the wheel of a Plymouth Superbird 70, while Laguna Seca 1980 and Chieftain X are piloting a Ford Mustang Mach 171. The battle for position 14 is heating up as these drivers navigate the track. Fades slips back to P26. Used John 7 and Seal 87 take on Kazushuk and Maya for P13, in a tight race featuring vintage muscle cars. One serious guy advances to P10, passing Butadzero o Diumtoso. Bakalbon and Diumtosing Bachizero. Win Serious Guy is narrowing the distance to Air 40 and IC Cream Boy 992 by 5.9 seconds. Twix 560 is catching up to Gerayz and Jasak 72, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Kazushuk and Maya have climbed to 13th place, passing EU's John 7 and Seal 87. Sabine 27 and Andre 8 facing setbacks, dropping 8 places to P24. Mama Hasta gaining on just Jazik, narrowing the gap by 2.20 seconds. F40 and IC Korean Boy 982, making moves up to 15. Overtaking the serious guy in the process. East John 7 and C87 are making a significant move, closing in on Snooker 515 and Paulo Costanin by 583.2 seconds. Feds is on a roll, overtaking 4 cars to secure P23. Neo Texam and Electric Marie are climbing up the ranks, now at pin after passing Colora Divina. Laguna Seca 1980 and Chieftain X advanced to 12th place, passing Colora Divina. Air 40 and Ice Cream Boy 92 climbed to 14th place, overtaking Kazushuk and Maya. Zazalgi Adha and Super Lacroix move up to 16th place, surpassing Mistone 149. Kazushuk and Maya are making a strong push, closing in on Snickle 515 and Paula Kostanyain by 589.1 seconds. Twix 560 has climbed up to 8th place, successfully passing Kamikaze 38 and Pochli. The battle for the top positions is heating up as Kazushuk and Maya continue to close the gap on their rivals. Kamikaze 38 and Pochli have advanced to 7th place, surpassing Gary Z and Jasek 72. Color Davina has progressed to 12th place, overtaking Luck Rowan, 1980 and Chieftain X. Bobardo and Paradox have moved up to 29th place, overtaking Wasirius Guide Idine. Gary Z and Jasek 72 have made a strong move up to 7th place, successfully passing Kamikaze 38 and Pochli. Meanwhile, Kazushuk and Maya have also climbed positions to 18th place, overtaking Luckrowan 1980 and Chieftain X. Woundserious Guy is swiftly closing in on Bobardo and Paradox, shrinking the gap by 554.5 seconds. Kazushuk and Maya are gaining on Crescero, cutting the difference to 2.1 seconds. Sniku 515 and Polakostani have made a great move, advancing to 15th place by passing Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix in a skillful overtake. Buchizero has been overtaken by Mistone 149, who now takes the 24th position in the race. Mistone 149 is driving a Dodge Charger Daytona 69, while Buchizero is piloting a Dodge Charger Super B71. Kamikaze 38, Pochli and Gary Z are engaged in a tight battle for 7th place. Pistero is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix by 2.3 seconds. Decoy Snake has made a move to Polivan, overtaking Colorado Vina in this exciting race. Sabine 27, and Andrea in the Dodge Charger. Super B71 are neck and neck with A2 on 1792 and Decadave in the Dodge Charger Hemi 69 for 22nd place. Zero in the Dodge Charger Super B71 is fighting Milestone 149 in the Dodge Charger Daytona 69 for P24. The duo is neck and neck on track. Bobado and Paradox are making gains, reducing the distance to Drinone and Nukembokum by 2.1 seconds. The chase is on. Bucicero and Mistone 149 are currently locked in a tight battle for the 24th position. Bucicero is behind the wheel of a Dodge Charger Super B71, while Mistone 149 is piloting a Dodge Charger Daytona 69. Bobado and Paradox are making a move, closing the gap on Drinone and Nukembokum by 2.1 seconds. Kazashok and Maya have advanced to 16th place by passing Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix. But although Yuna thinks it too. The battle for the 16th position is heating up between Kazashok and Maya in a Dodge Charger Daytona 69 and Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix in a Ferrari 250 GT00. Neo Texum and Electric Marie are swiftly catching up to Twix 560, reducing the distance by 2.6 seconds. Bucicero overtakes Mistone 149, securing 24th position. Pal. Kadzishuk and Maya are gaining on Snikufov 115 and Polokostanin, reducing the gap by 3.1 seconds. Kadzishuk and Maya have advanced to 14th place, surpassing Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix. On the other hand, Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix have climbed to 15th place, overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Chieftain X. Sabine 27 and Andre Woi have advanced to 20th place, passing Buchizero. Buchizero is now in 21st place after overtaking Mastone 149. Moilina 49 has climbed to 22nd place, surpassing Okayoki 3 and Siriranbot. Aetion 1792 and Decker Dave are on the move, significantly reducing the gap to Tokshinovsky by 566.8 seconds. Renan and Nukembokum are also making gains, closing in on Aetion 1792 and Decker Dave by 593 seconds. Down the pack, Kushizero, US Jones 7 and Seal 87 are locked in a tight battle for the 17th position, showcasing their skills in a variety of classic cars. Feds has advanced to 18th place, surpassing Kushizero in the process. Lacroix 1980 and Chieftain X have made a strong move, advancing to 15th place by overtaking Rizaldi Audha and Super Lacroix in a well-executed maneuver. US John 7 and Seal 87 are making their moves, climbing to the 16th position by overtaking Rizaldi, Audha and Super Lacroix. Kushizero makes a solid move up to 18th place, overtaking Feds in this heated race. Sniku 515 and Paulo Costanin have advanced to 24th place, successfully passing Feds in the process. Feds is making an impressive charge, closing in on Tuchinowski with a massive reduction of 585.7 seconds. The battle for position is heating up between these two drivers. Aetion 1792 and Decadave are rapidly catching up to Feds, reducing the distance by 585.2 seconds. Winzerius Guy is making a move, closing in on Jernon and Nukembokum, shrinking the gap by 2 seconds. Sniku 515 and Paulo Costanin have made a smart move, advancing to 23rd place by overtaking Okayoki 3 and Siriranbot. Feds has advanced to P25, passing Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot on the track. Aetion 1792 and Decker Dave make a strong move up to P26, outpacing Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot in a fierce battle. The Dodge Charger Hemi 69 duo is showcasing impressive performance against the Plymouth Superbird 70 team. Mikume is accelerating, getting closer to Mama Hasta by 2.4 seconds. Colorayena has advanced to Palladium, passing Dicker the Snake in the process. Air 40 and Ice Cream Boy 92 continue to catch up with Dakota Snake, reducing the distance by 7.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Snikuf 115 and Paulo Costanin have made progress, climbing to 20th place after overtaking Yuzhong 7 and Seal 87. Sabina 27 and Andrejek are now in 23rd place, surpassing Aetion 1792 and Decker Dave. Aetion 1792 and Decker Dave have advanced to 24th place, overtaking Bucha 0 Total. Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot have moved up to 26th place, passing Tekshinoski. Geico the Snake advances to 11th, passing Colorado Vina. One serious guy is catching up to Junon and Nukamboken, reducing the distance by 2 seconds. Icy Cream Boy 92, also known as Air 40, making a bold move up to 12th place, overtaking Color Divina in the process. The race dynamics are surely keeping us on our toes. Lecroisson 1980 and Chieftain X are now in 14th place after overtaking Kazashuk and Maya Daton. Gish Zero is on the move, advancing to 16 by passing Kazashuk and Maya. Wunzeria's guy is making gains, reducing the distance to Dranon and Nukembokum by 3 seconds. Mikume now in 2nd place after passing Mama Hasta. Feds advances to 20th, taking down Yuzhong 7 and Seal 87. Yuzhong 7 and Seal 87 climb to 21st, leaving the Stone 149 behind. Mikamir is making a serious move on Huggard 3, shrinking the gap by 589 seconds. Meanwhile, ATO 1792 and Decadave are steadily closing in on Stone 149, reducing the difference by 37.3 seconds. Keep an eye on Mikamir as the gap continues to close on Huggard 3, now down by 589 seconds. Decada Snake from Racing Potatoes is closing in on Gary Z and Jasak 72 by 7.6 seconds. Mikamir has climbed to P3, passing El Piosd and Lazalox. Kamikaze 38 and Potchley are catching up to Mama Hasta, cutting the gap by 2.5 seconds. Mikumi now in P2, passing Mama Hasta. Claimed. Mama Hasta advances to P3, overtaking Huggard 3 from Team Naf Gum Kings. Katsushok Maya now at 16, passing Kush Serol to Safety Unity. Neotexum and Electroparade advanced to 8th place, surpassing Twix 560. Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix climbed to 14th, overtaking Lacroix 1 1980 and Chieftain X. Fades is gaining on Lacroixon 1980 and Chieftain X, reducing the gap by 599.2 seconds. Gary Dazed and Jasak 72 have advanced to P7, passing Kamikaze 38 and Potchley. Twig 560 is now in pen, overtaking Neotexum and Electric Mary. Air 40 and Icy Craneboy 92 are steadily closing in on Neotexum and Electric Mary, reducing the gap by 2.9 seconds. Mama Hasta has smoothly advanced to 2nd place, surpassing Mikamir. Wonzerius Guy is making moves, now in 28th place after overtaking Dranone and Nukenbakken. Mikamir and Mama Hasta are engaged in a fierce battle for 2nd place. Mama Hasta has made a strong move, pushing up to P2 and overtaking Mikamir in this race. The competition between Racing Potatoes and Mikamir is heating up for that 2nd position on the track. Color Divina is making a strong move, closing in on Neotexum and Electric Mary by 2.4 seconds. It's getting tense in the middle of the pack. La Croissant 1980 and Chieftain Axe have advanced to 17th place, passing Feds in the race. Zone 7 and Seal 87 have made a solid move up to 19th place, overtaking Sabina 27 and Andrew White in the process. Cristero is making a bold move, closing in on Kazushok and Maya, reducing the gap by 6 seconds. Rizaldi Atta and Super Lacroix have climbed to 14, surpassing Kazushok and Maya. The race intensifies as Cristero continues to close in on Kazushok and Maya, trimming the gap by 6 seconds. Aetion 1792 and Dekadave are making some impressive gains, cutting the distance to Toksinovsky by a massive 568.5 seconds. This race is heating up as they continue to close in on the competition. Serious Guy is making a significant move, closing in on Aetion 1792 and Dekadave with an impressive 563-second gain. Meanwhile, Twix 560 has advanced to P9, passing Decadersnake. The race intensifies as the competitors jostle for position. Katsushok and Maya are gaining on Air 40 and Isekriamboy 92, reducing the gap by 568.5 seconds. The pressure is on for Air 40 and Isekriamboy 92 as they try to hold their position. Meanwhile, Cristero is making a move on Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix, closing in by 2.3 seconds. Exciting developments on the track as the race intensifies. Sabina 27 and Andrea are making a strong move, catching up to Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix by reducing the gap by 7.3 seconds. Ayuz John 7 and Seal 87 have climbed to P18, passing Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix. Sabina 27 and Andrea continue to close in on Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix, now just 7.3 seconds behind. Colora Divina is making moves, advancing to 11th place by overtaking Dakota Snake. It's a tight battle between them, as they jostle for position with Color Divina in a Dodge Charger Daytona 69 and Dakota Snake in a Ferrari 250 GTO. Feds drops to P23. Used John 7 and CL87 advanced to 17, passing Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix. Dada. Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix climbed to P18, surpassing Sabine 27 and Andre Volt the top. Tukhchinovsky has made a bold move up to position 25, successfully passing both Okayoki 3 and Sirarimbot in the process. Aquason, 1980, and Chieftain Axe advanced to 15th place, surpassing Crescero. Sabina 27 and Andre Wake climbed to 18th place, overtaking Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix in the process. US John Thayan and CL87 have advanced to 16th place, successfully overtaking 7 and Jangri 8. Sabine 27 and Andre 8 have climbed to 17th position, surpassing Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix. Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix have progressed to 18th place, overtaking Milestone 149. Mikamea smoothly advances to P2, surpassing Mama Husta. Sniku 515 and Paulo Costanin both climb to P21, passing Krish Zero in the process. Kamikaze 38 and Popchli are making impressive progress, narrowing the gap to Gary Z and Jasak 72 by 4.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Aero 40 and Ice Sea Cream Boy 982 are closing in on Kazushuk and Maya, reducing the distance by 3 seconds. Buchitsero continues to gain on Feds, reducing the distance by 2.4 seconds. Ationa 1792 and Decadave have advanced to 26th place, surpassing Okayoki 3 and Sirarimbot in the process. Feds has advanced to 22nd place, surpassing Krishzero.eu. Winzeri's guys making a significant move, closing the gap by 577.8 seconds to challenge Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot at the front of the pack. Feds takes the 20th spot from Krish Zero. Krish Zero advances to 21st, passing Eus John 7 and CL87. Butcher Zero climbs to 23rd, overtaking Tukhchinovsky. Sabine at 27 and Andriaic have advanced to 23rd place, successfully overtaking Bucci in the process. Tunowski is gaining on Bucci from Team Quark Express, cutting the lead to 595.6 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Siraironbot are catching up to Toxinowski, narrowing the gap by 591.9 seconds. Nikumir has made a move to second place, passing Mama Hasta. Huggett 3 advances to 5th place, passing Gary Z and Jasak 72. Gary Z and Jasak 72 climb to 6th place, overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Partially. Kamikaze 38 and Partially move up to 7th place, overtaking Mama Hasta. Air 40 and Isikriam Boy 92 are closing in on Collardovina by 590.4 seconds. Bobardo and Paradox are rapidly narrowing the gap towards Drinon and Nakembokun by 542.5 seconds. Kamek has a 38 and Pachli up to Gary Z and Jasak 72, reducing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Mama Hasta drops to 15. Neotexum and Electric Murray advance to P9, passing Dakota Snake. Dakota Snake from Racing Potatoes climbs to Pen, overtaking Kazashuk and Maya. Date. Color Divina has advanced to P11, surpassing both Kazashuk and Maya in the process. La Croissant 1980 and Chieftain Axe are showing great progress, now sitting at 13th place, after overtaking Kazashuk and Maya. Kazashuk and Maya are making a significant move, closing in on La Croissant 1980 and Chieftain Axe by reducing the gap by 584.8 seconds. They are really pushing hard to catch up to the leading cars. Feds gains ground, now in 19th place after passing Krish Zero. Krishera responds, moving up to 20th by overtaking Milestone 149. Sabine 27 and Andre Weish have advanced to 22nd place, overtaking Milestone 149 in the process. East John 7 and Seal 87 are making a move on Crucero, reducing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Feds has advanced to 18th place, successfully passing Snuku 515 and Paolo Costantini in the process. US John 7 and Sila 87 have made a bold move, advancing to 20th place by overtaking Snuku 515 and Paolo Costantini in the standings. Richard Zero advances to P24, successfully passing Ation to 1792 and Decadave in the process. Pishtero is now just 3.5 seconds behind Feds, showing some serious pace. Sky has made a strong move up to 27th place, successfully passing Ation 1792 and Decadave in the process. Kasishok and Maya are gaining on Laguna Seca in 1980 and Chieftain X, reducing the difference by 2.1 seconds. Kasishok and Maya are now in 13th place, passing Laguna Seca 1980 and Chieftain X. Feds has advanced to 16th place, overtaking Rizaldi Adha and Super Laguna. Bobado and Paradox are catching up to Jernon and Nukemboken, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Laguna Seca 1980 and Chieftain X are catching up to Mama Hasta by 597.8 seconds. Rizaldi Adha and Super Laguna are closing in on Laguna Seca 1980 and Chieftain X by 568.5 seconds. Gary Z and Jasak 72 are reeling in Hugger 3, reducing the gap by 430 seconds. Bobardo and Paradox are making significant gains, closing in on Junon and Nukembokem by reducing the gap by 541.2 seconds. Rizaldi Ada and Subalakwa have advanced to 14th place after overtaking Mama Hasta.am. The chase intensifies as Bobardo and Paradox continue to narrow the distance to Junon and Nukembokem. Nikamura is making a swift move on Jasik, reducing the gap by 5.6 seconds. In another turn of events, Bobado and Paradox have surged to P29, surpassing Drinon and Mukambokeen. Uyus John 7 and Sealidi 7 are making their way up to the 18th position, successfully overtaking Sabina 27 and Underweight. In turn, Sabina 27 and Andre Way have advanced to 19th place, surpassing Feds. Kamikaze 38, and partially flying up to 6th place, leaving Gary Z and Jasek 72 behind. Krish Seral on a mission, cutting the distance to La Croissant 1980 and Chieftain X by 3.6 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting rapidly. Okayoki 3 and Sear Ironbot have advanced to 25th place, surpassing Tashinovsky in the process. Hey Ship Broman. Welcome back to the racetrack. Glad to have you tuning in again. Let's buckle up and enjoy the ride together. Sabina 27 and Andre Raish are making significant progress, closing in on Uyus John 7 and Sealidi 7 by 5.6 seconds. The pressure is on as they aim to overtake their competitors. Mama Hasta now in 13th place, successfully passing Kadishok and Maya in a swift move. Frischiero climbing up the ranks to 16th place, passing both La Croissant 1980 and Chieftain X in the process. Puchitero has advanced to P23, surpassing Feds in the rankings. Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot are making moves, advancing to P24, overtaking Feds in the process. Feds is making a massive move on top Shinosky, shrinking the gap by an impressive 586.7 seconds. Additionally, Aetion 1792 and Decker Dave have climbed to P27, surpassing Serious Guy in the process. Katsushok and Maya are making gains on Air 40 and Ice Cream Boy 92, reducing the gap by 8.42 seconds. Serious Guy is also closing in on Feds, narrowing the gap by a significant 563.3 seconds. The battle for positions continues to intensify as the race progresses. Bobado and Paradox are making a strong move, decreasing the distance to win Series Guy by 38.2 seconds. Laquason 1980 and Chieftain X have advanced to 16th place, surpassing Crush Zero. Bobado and Paradox continue to close in on one Series Guy from Team No Name Racing, reducing the gap by 38.2 seconds. Cristiano in the Chevrolet Camaro Z28-2869 is fiercely contesting 17 against Yves John 7 and Ciel 87, both in the Plymouth Superbird 70. It's a tight battle as they navigate through the corners. Gary Z and Jasak 72 are making a move, narrowing the gap to Huggard 3 by 2 seconds. The Use John 7 and Seal 87 are on the rise, now at 17 after passing Crush Zero. Tioski is climbing up to P24, overtaking Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot in the process. Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot are making impressive progress catching up to Feds, reducing the gap by 580.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Krisha has made a move up to 17, passing Eus John 7 and Seal 87. The chase is on between these racers. Euston 7 and Seal 87 are in a rapid pursuit, shrinking the distance to Snuku 515 and Polokostamine by an impressive 575.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Butchie Zero Team Quark Express has advanced to P22, successfully passing Sabini 27 and Andrew Boyk in the process. Uchi Zero is rapidly catching up to Feds, cutting the distance by 589.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Air 40, IC Kriambu 92, and Mama Hasta are in a tight fight for 12th place. La Croissant 1980 and Chieftain X have advanced to 15th position, after overtaking Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix. Cardiff 3 makes a bold move to secure 5th place, surpassing Gary Z and Jasak 72. Gary Z and Jasak 72 now sit in 6th place after overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Pochley. Katsushuk and Maya have climbed to 12th place, successfully passing Air 40 and Ice Cream Amborninity 2. Twix 560 is making significant progress, catching up to Kamikaze 38, and Pochli by reducing the gap by 10.7 seconds. At the same time, Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix have climbed up to P13, surpassing Lacroix Son 1980 and Chieftainac. Kasishok Maya now in 11th, passing Cholera Divina. Air 40 and Isikriamboy 982 now in 21st, overtaking Atiwan 1792 and Dekadave. Ation 1792 and Dekadave now in 22nd, passing Mama Hasta. Feds advances to 22nd place, passing at Kation 1792 and Dekadeve Dotti. Tuchinowski climbs to 26th place, overtaking Wazirius Guy Dotto. Wazirius Guy moves up to 27th place, passing Mama Hasta from Team Racing Potatoes. Team No Name Racing's Serious Guy is making a strong push, climbing up to P26 by overtaking 81 1792 and Decadave. Meanwhile, Bobado and Paradox are also on the move, now at P28 after passing Mama Hasta.T. Feds is closing in on Air 40 and Isikriamboy 92, shrinking the gap by 17.8 seconds. Bobado and Paradox are also making gains, reducing the distance to Ation 1792 and Decadave by 566.7 seconds. Gary Z and Jasak 72 have surged to 5, passing Hugged 3. Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix are making a significant move, closing in on Kadzishuk and Maya by 578.9 seconds. Eos John 7, Cialite 7, Sabina 27 and Andrew 8 are currently locked in a heated battle for the 17th position, with a mix of classic muscle cars on the track. Lacroixon 1980 and Chieftainax have advanced to 13th place, passing Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix. Sabina 27 and Amdrawak have climbed to 16th place, overtaking Usual 7 and C87. Rinon and New Kembokum have advanced to 28th place, passing Bobado and Paradox in the process. Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix now at their 13th place, passing Lacroix on 1980 and Chieftainax. Alpine Sod and Lazilux have advanced to 2nd place, surpassing McNear in the rankings. Mikumir is making a strong charge, closing in on El Payosd and Lizalox by 585.5 seconds. And Buichazero is on the move, climbing up to 22nd place after overtaking Feds. Unzirius Guy has made a move to P25, passing Aetion 1792 and Decadave. In response, Aetion 1792 and Decadave have advanced to P26, overtaking Feds. Twix 560 is making moves, closing in on Gary Z and Jasak 72 by 2.8 seconds. When Sirius Guy climbs to P25, surpassing Aetion 1792 and Decadave. Meanwhile, Aetion 1792 and Decadave advanced to P26, overtaking Feds. Hugger 3 has advanced to 3rd place, surpassing Kamikaze 38 and Pochli. Kamikaze 38 and Pochli have climbed to 4th place, overtaking El Payosd and Lazalox. Mama Hasta is quickly reeling in Feds, closing the gap by 482.6 seconds. Twix 560 is on the move, narrowing in on Kamikaze 38 and Pochli by 2.3 seconds. Mistone 149, Snooku 515, and Paulo Costanin are tangled up in a tight fight for P19. It's Dodge Charger Daytona 69 versus Dodge Charger Haney 69. Hugger 3 has advanced to 5th place, making a move past Gary Z and Jasak 72. Bobardo and Paradox have climbed to 27th place, overtaking Drenone and Lukambok and Bachomba. Gushtero is on the move, advancing to 14th place by overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Chieftain X. Welcome back, Baker Gironi. It's great to have you back in the race car spectating down. Let's enjoy the high-speed action together. Racing car dashing away. Sabina 27 and Andreu 8 make a solid move to claim the 15th position, passing Lacrosse on 1980 and Chieftain X. Hughes Jones 7 and Seal 87 are steadily closing in on Lacrosse on 1980 and Chieftain X, reducing the distance by 2.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Feds advances to 28th place, overtaking Drinon and Mukembukem Bottom. Neotexum and Electromary are making a strong move, cutting Dakota Snake's lead by 572.6 seconds. The race at the front is getting intense as they narrow the gap even further. Looks like the competition is heating up. Keep those cars on the track, folks. Mama Hasta is now directly behind Junon and Mukembukem, reducing the gap by 4.8 seconds. Mama Hasta is making significant progress, narrowing the gap to Junon and Mukembukem by 2.2 seconds. Chikinowski in the Plymouth Superbird 70 is fighting hard against Wuzirius Guy in the Ferrari 250 GTO for the 24th position. It's a close battle between these two classic cars on the track. Gary, Zed, Jasak 72, Kamikaze 38, and Partially are all fighting it out for the 6th position in a tight battle. It's anyone's game as they jostle for position on the track. Hey there, Jacob the Bunny. Welcome back to the race car excitement. Great to have you tuning in again. Automobile dashing away. Gashare has made a significant move, advancing to P13 by overtaking Rizaldi Ada and Super Lacroix. Mama Hasta is making a move, closing in on Dranon and Mukembukem, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Gary, Zed, and Jasak 72 have advanced to the 5th position, successfully overtaking Huggard 3. It seems like a heated battle is unfolding for the 5th spot between Gary, Zed, Jasak 72, and Huggard 3. Egio in 1792 and Decadave have advanced to 25th place, surpassing the Serious Guy. The trio is now locked in a tight contest for the 25th position. Egio in 1792 and Decadave are piloting the Dodge Charger Hemi 69, while Serious Guy is behind the wheel of a Ferrari 250 GTO. Okeoki 3, and Sir Ironbot are on a charge, closing in on Ekunon 1792 and Decadev with a significant 577.4 second reduction. Additionally, Momahasta is steadily catching up to Dranon and Nukambakam, lessening the gap by 2.5 seconds. The race dynamics are shifting rapidly as these drivers make their moves. ICU Kriemboy 982 makes a strong move up to 17th, passing Sabine 27 and Andre 707 and Andre Rick. Respond by overtaking Yuyu's John 7 and Sea Lady 7, securing the 18th position. Buchizero climbs to 21st, successfully passing Sniku 515 and Polokos Sanyang. Buchizero is rapidly catching up to Snuku 515 and Polokosanin, reducing the gap by 566.6 seconds. One serious guy is also making a strong move towards Feds, cutting the distance by 579.4 seconds. It's a thrilling race with some impressive maneuvers happening on the track. Jinon and Nukambakam are rapidly catching up to Feds, reducing the gap by 543.9 seconds. Roboto and Paradox are making a strong push, closing the gap on Ekunon 1792 and Decadave by 558 seconds. On the other hand, Momahasta is also on the move, rapidly closing in on Dranon and Nukambakam by 576.7 seconds. Roboto and Paradox continue to close in on Ekunon 1792 and Decadave by 558 seconds. Serious guys on the move, making significant gains on Momahasta by reducing the gap by 22.9 seconds. Neotexum and Electric Murray from the Racing Potatoes team have made a solid move up to 9th place, successfully overtaking Decadisney. Ekunon 1792 and Decker Dave have advanced to 24th place, surpassing Tekshnosti in a tight race for position. It's a showdown between a Dodge Charger Hemi 69 and a Plymouth Superbird 70. Colorado Divina is making a serious move on Deca de Snake, reducing the gap by 594.4 seconds. Katashuk and Maya are also catching up fast to Colorado Divina, narrowing the difference by 556.4 seconds. Colorado Divina is still closing in on Deca de Snake, reducing the gap by 594.4 seconds. Welcome back, Twitch 5. Great to see you back in the driver's seat with us. Checkered flag party. Kushdero's gaining on Kazushuk and Maya, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Mama Hasta is making moves on Dranonin and Nukembokan, narrowing the gap by 3 seconds. Hugget Free and Gary Z are spicing things up in the battle for 5. Meanwhile, Lequason 1980 and Chieftain X have made impressive moves to claim 13, leaving Rizaldi Adha and Super Lokworld behind. Sabini 27 and Andre Way are rapidly catching up to Rizaldi Adha and Super Lakwa, reducing the gap by 586.1 seconds. Toksinowski in the Plymouth Superbird 70 is jostling with Atuon 1792 and Decadave in their Dodge Charger Hemi 69 for the 24th position. Keep an eye on this trio as they navigate the track. Drinon and Nukembokem are fiercely contesting for the 28th spot, both piloting BMW 3 CSLs. Meanwhile, Mama Hasta from Team Racing Potatoes is holding her ground with a Ferrari 365 GTB for Daytona Daytona. Rizaldi Adha and Super Lakwa make a solid move to 16, surpassing Sabine 27 and Andrei Dotita. Sabine 27 and Andrewick climb to 17, overtaking Maystone 149. Yuyus John 7, Lighty 7, Snooker 515, and Paula Costanin are fiercely battling for the 20th spot. Yuyus John 7 and Lighty 7 in a Plymouth Superbird 70, while Snooker 515 and Paula Costanin in a Dodge Charger Hemi 69 are in the mix. Alpine OSD and Lysolox are making significant progress, steadily narrowing the distance to Mikimir by 2.4 seconds. Feds is charging and catching up to Barbado and Paradox, cutting the gap by 548.4 seconds. Mama Hasta is also on a fast chase, closing in on Feds by 522.4 seconds. Feds is relentless, closing in Barbado and Paradox by 548.4 seconds. Don't worry, Mikmir, keep calm and drive on. You've got this. Automobile dashing away. Mama Hasta is gaining on Feds, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Kamikaze 38 and Potchely are making a strong move, advancing to 6th place by overtaking Gary Z and Jasak 72. Feds is making a strong move, catching up to Bobado and Paradox by reducing the gap by a whopping 497.2 seconds. Fix 560 from Team Bolt Bucket Motorsports is making moves, shrinking the distance to Gary Z and Jasak 72 by 2.4 seconds. Bobado and Paradox are making a strong move, closing in on A2 on 1792 and Decadave by 522.1 seconds. F40 and Ice Cream Boy 92 have advanced to 13, surpassing Lacrosse on 1980 and Chieftainer. The battle intensifies as Bobado and Paradox continue to narrow the gap on H on 1792 and Decadave by 522.1 seconds. Colora Divina is making a strong move on Twix 560, reducing the gap by 58.2 seconds. Mama Hasta is also rapidly catching up to Feds, narrowing the distance by a whopping 568.9 seconds. It seems Colora Divina is relentless, closing in on Twix 560, once again by 58.2 seconds. WowCB said, "Hey Amy, write a sad limerick about people who missed the event. There once were some fans, oh so keen, who missed all the racing scene. Their chairs sat quite bare, no cars in the air. They cried, oh, the things we've not seen." Hey WowCB, welcome back to the racetrack. Good to see you here again. Buckle up and enjoy the show. Racing car checkered flag, # welcome back. Sabina 27 and Andre Wakey are making significant progress, catching up to Rizaldi Adha and Super Lacroix by reducing the gap by 6.6 seconds. Gary Z and Jasak 72 have successfully climbed to 6 after overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Potchely. Color Divina has also made a move up to Penn, surpassing Kazashok and Maya in the process. Isaac Kriembo 92 is making a strong move, closing the gap to Twix 560 by 87.5 seconds. Mama Hasta is on the move as well, climbing up to P27 by overtaking Laguna 1, 1980, and Chieftain X. Snake is making a strong push towards Neo-Texum and Electric Murray, reducing the gap by a significant 592.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Junon and Nukembo Kem have now climbed to 28th place, after overtaking Laguna 1980 and Chieftain X. Kamikaze 38 and Pochley are making remarkable progress, reducing the gap to Korodovina by 74.7 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Sir Iron Bolt are also on the move, significantly closing in on Snaku 15 and Polokostani by 597.3 seconds. The pressure is on as Kamikaze 38 and Pochley continue to reel in Korodovina, cutting the gap by 74.7 seconds. Mikamir said, "Hey Amy, can you tell me what lap number I've pit stopped last time?" "Hey Mikamira. Let me check my database. Ah, I see you pitted on lap 52 last time. How's your race going so far?" Aetion 1792 and Dekadave are rapidly catching up to Tokshinovsky, reducing the gap by 558.5 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot are making remarkable progress, narrowing the gap to Tokshinovsky by 576.9 seconds. Additionally, one serious guy is on the move, now in 29th place, after overtaking Laguna 1980 and Chieftain X. Sabina 27 and Andreas have surged to 17th place, passing Uges John Sivin and C87 in the process. Meanwhile, Atino 1792 and Dekadave are making significant gains on Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot, reducing the distance by 4.5 seconds. Air 40 and Isikrian Bornanity 2 is reeling in Twix 560, closing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Tukshinovsky has been overtaken by Okayoki 3 and Sir Ironbot, who have now moved up to the 22nd position. Aetion 1792 and Dekadave are rapidly closing in on Tukshinovsky, reducing the gap by 597.5 seconds. Katsushika and Maya are making gains on Kamikaze 38 and Pochli, reducing the distance between them by 2.5 seconds. Korodavina is making gains on Dakota Snake, closing in by 2.1 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Sear Ironbot now at P21 after overtaking Buchizero. Mama Hasta is closing in on Bobardo and Paradox, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Neo-Texum and Electric Murray are making significant gains on Gary Z and Jazz at 72, reducing the gap by 490.5 seconds. Coloradovina is also closing in on Dakota Snake, cutting the distance by 7 seconds. The battle for position is getting intense as the race unfolds. Bobardo and Paradox are making an impressive push, closing in on Buchizero by reducing the gap by 59.7 seconds. The competition is heating up as they aim to catch up with Buchizero. Okayoki 3 and Sirironbot are closing in on Yujon 7 and C-Lady 7, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Bobardo and Paradox have advanced to P24, overtaking Buchizero. Mama Hasta is narrowing the distance to Buchizero by 2 seconds. Coloradovina is closing in on Kamikaze 38 in Pochli, reducing the gap by 595.5 seconds. Katsushika and Maya are rapidly catching up to Coloradovina, closing the gap by 572.7 seconds. Coloradovina continues to narrow the distance to Kamikaze 38 and Pochli by 595.5 seconds.